As a young musician playing for people who were dying, I was placed in situations that were not part of my formal training.
Code blue, room 305.
The questions in my mind didn't really have easy answers from the teachers and professionals who were around me. It basically encouraged me to look to history, to look to other generations for what their answers had been. The medieval time period is really interesting for musicologists because that's the earliest instance we see where people documented what they sang for people at the end of life. And because I'm trained as a performing musician, I was really interested in that pragmatic aspect. What do you really sing? What do you really play at that moment? We need to have them available in a place so people can say, to the best of our knowledge, this is what they sang when someone was dying. And that's why this is so exciting to have singers actually making these chants audible again for us. It's a way that everyone can access them. You don't have to read music notation. You can just listen to these melodies.
Sorry, all devices are silenced, yes.
This is take 012.
Et animo perorate suscite me Domine.
When I was first approached with this project, I was so excited, immediately on board. I will take any opportunity to participate in something that I know is going to help people encounter Christ.
That's the G.
One of the most interesting invitations we received from Elaine was to bring to mind people that we miss or people that we're concerned about and bring them to the music.
Sicut erat in principio, et nunc et semper.
In the Catholic belief, right, we pray for the dead long after they're dead because we don't know exactly how that passage works.
I've lost a lot of people that are close to me in the last 5 or 6 years, and so this was a really, really good opportunity to just pause in my life and remember those people, thank God for them, pray for them.
I just want to sit there and listen and breathe with it and imagine what that was like, singing yourself through a difficult time. We have medical prescriptions for avoiding anxiety and pain and all these things, but we don't have those prescriptions from our previous generations that said, here's how to breathe through this time.
Now, I was hesitant at first. I thought we were going to be recording in a more live space, and I barely even knew where the log chapel was on campus. And it was shocking how intimate it is. But I think it was really special because it really brought me back to the times when these chants were used. They were used in intimate spaces.
We were in the log chapel for many, many hours.
How did we do that? Both make we all made all of those mistakes.
Making mistakes, sometimes being a little frustrated with each other. Well, we also developed a bond as singers, and I would say as musical friends and spiritual friends. I walked in there with some acquaintances and walked out of there with some closer friendships.
That was good.
Yeah.
It's just a fact that each of us are going to die, so this touches our humanity in a way that's quite urgent and quite important for each of us.
This had never been done before. These chants were just on a page, they were just on manuscripts, and now all of a sudden we get to give them life. It really helps me realize how great of an opportunity it is to study at Notre Dame and participate in something bigger than myself.
The Notre Dame community understands the connection between the academic and the practical, and I'm so grateful to them for being willing to take all these skills and all their hours of practicing and really offer them as a gift.
that actual experience that people would have had over a millennium ago is still real and alive. It was just so cool. It was such a holistic experience.